All right, here is Unit 5, Lesson 8. We're focusing on volume of spheres and hemisphere. Up at the top, I like to always write my formula. So V equals 4 pi r cubed divided by 3. Okay, so all I really need to know is the radius, but I do also need to remember if it is a hemisphere, divide by 2 if it's a hemisphere. Okay, so this one I need to remember to divide by 2. I'm also noticing here in number 1 they give us the diameter and I need to just have the radius. So I'm going to take half of 2, which is 1, so it'll be V equals 4 pi 1 cubed divided by 3. Okay, 1 cubed is just 1, and 1 times 4 is 4, so we're going to do 4 divided by 3 times pi. That would be if it was an entire sphere. However, this is half a sphere, so the last thing we'll do is divide by 2. And we cannot forget our inches cubed. All right, same thing here. This is a half a sphere, a hemisphere, so but they do give us the radius, so V equals 4 pi radius, which is 24, cubed over 3. So on my calculator, I'll do 24 times 24 times 24. That will be cubed times 4 divided by 3 times pi. Now that would be if it was an entire sphere, but it is a hemisphere, so I divide by 2 to get half. So 28,938.24 feet cubed. All right, this one they gave us the radius, so 4 pi 13 square or cubed divided by 3. So 13 times 13 times 13 times 4 divided by 3 times 3.14, and I do not need to divide by 2 because this is an entire sphere, so it is 9,198.11, and that's what we're going to round to yards cubed. All right, number 4, they give us the radius and it's an entire sphere, so we can go ahead and just write our volume, 4 pi 16 cubed divided by 3. Okay, so I'll do 16 times 16 times 16 times 4 divided by 3 times pi. So 17,148.59 is how we're going to round that. Perfect. All right, we have a hemisphere here, and we also were given the diameter, so we are going to take just half of that, which is going to be 2.5. So it'll be V equals 4 pi 2.5 cubed divided by 3. And then at the very end, we will half that. So 2.5 times 2.5 times 2.5 times 4 divided by 3 times pi. That would be the entire sphere, but we want half of that. Okay. Perfect, and we have to round to the second decimal. All right, this one we're given an entire sphere, but we are given the diameter, so we want to half that. So 19 divided by 2, that gives us our radius, 9.5. So V equals 4 pi 9.5 cubed over 3. Okay. So 9.5 times 9.5 times 9.5 times 4 divided by 3 times pi. It's a whole cube, so that is our answer. I'm sorry, it's a whole sphere. We do not have to half it. It's not a hemisphere. 3,589.54 inches cubed. All right, determine the volume of a hemisphere, so I have to divide by 2, whose radius is 21 inches. Okay, so that would be V equals 4 pi 21 cubed divided by 3, and then I'll have to divide by 2 at the very end to get the hemisphere. So 21 times 21 times 21 times 4 divided by 3 times 3.14. That would be if it was an entire hemisphere or a sphere, and I want the hemisphere, I want half of that, so divide by 2. So 19,386.36 inches cubed. Okay, find the diameter. So we're finding the diameter, or no, it says the diameter of a sphere is 8 feet. Find the volume. Okay, so it's a sphere and the diameter is 8, which means the radius is 4. So V equals 4 pi r, which is 4 cubed over 3. So I would do 4 cubed, okay, times 4 divided by 3 times pi, and it is a sphere, so I do not need to divide by 2. It would be 267.95 feet cubed. All right, and there is Unit 5, Lesson 8.